Hi, I'm Mark Gaylor and welcome to my Patreon support channel. Now I want to take the opportunity of giving you a little tour of the Patreon support site, and this will answer some of the most frequently asked questions here. So if you're not looking at this view of the Patreon site and you've logged into me, just make sure you're not on the home page for Patreon, because you can be subscribed to multiple creators. For instance, I'm subscribed to Deke McClelland here. Now, if I roll down, you can see that there's posts from both Deke and myself. So if you just want to look at my posts only, then just come over to the left-hand bar here and click on my channel. That's Mark Gaylor. This will bring you up to this site. Now I'm currently logged in as a free member, so if you want to get access to download the resources, you're going to need to pay to upgrade to a paid membership. So you can just click here and this will give you the choice. Now the $10 premium service will allow you to download all of the learning resources. But if you want to ask questions on the Q&A forums, you really need to upgrade to the Premium Plus membership. After you've subscribed to the channel, you are going to get this membership confirmed, and you should also receive an email with that confirmation. Before we start looking at the content that I've created, let's move over to the left-hand navigation bar. Right in the bottom left-hand corner, if I click on my avatar, you'll see I've got some number of settings to do with the Patreon platform here. Now, it is important to remember that we are the content creators, but Patreon is the platform host here. So if you have any difficulties logging in or whatever, then you really need to go to the Help Center and Frequently Asked Questions. We do not have access to your login details or your credit card details, and so if a payment is declined, whatever, then you really need to come over to the Help Center and Frequently Asked Questions here. Also on the left hand side we have this little gear wheel, which is your settings to do with your membership. So let's take a look. You can actually change the avatar you're working with and also your display name. Obviously if you're working with the Q&A forum and asking me questions, I can refer to you by your name rather than your handle if you change that here. Now we have account details. Now just remember that we do not have access to your password, so if you forget a password, that would be a question for Patreon and not for myself here. We have email notifications. I do recommend leaving those on. So we have monthly prize draws for Wotan Craft products, and if you're a winner of one of those, you will not receive the winning information if you've cancelled your email notifications. We also have memberships tab here, and this allows me to view the details of this particular membership with myself. Now we can switch to another tier. We can either downgrade to a basic or sort of a premium membership or a free membership, or we can indeed cancel the membership. Now sometimes if you're not getting access to some of the learning resources, just check that your credit card details are up to date. We've got the billing history here and obviously some more options. Now I'll come back over to the Mark Gaylor here. This was going to allow me to show you the learning resources that are available. Now we do have some navigation tabs right up in the top right hand corner. Now one of the things that I would recommend that you come to is actually collections. We can see the ebooks here. I've put this at the top, and we can cycle to the right to see all of the ebooks, and you can download more than one as a premium member or a premium plus member there. Now below that we have recent posts, and below that we have the collections. We can navigate right here, but it is actually a little bit easier just to click on the collections there. Now we have the Q&A forum archives. These are obviously for Premium Plus members to ask questions, and I usually get back within 48 hours or so. And obviously there are many more learning resources. It's better if I just come over to collections to showcase these. We've got the Q&A forums, ebooks, cam sets, seminars, post-production editing workflows. This is where you can download the raw files that I'm working on and then follow along. A lot of people also know that I'm quite good at the post-production editing side of things, and so if you're trying to get a particular look with your workflows, then head over here. Now I predominantly work with Lightroom, but I do have a seminar also on DxO Photo Lab there. We have some polls, we have camera reviews, lens reviews. You can download raw files for my camera reviews and lens reviews. We've got some product reviews, and then if you want to see some of my work, you can come to Folio Videos and Folio Stills. The Folio videos are videos of stills, I would say, set to music there. Let's come back to Margala over here. Again, you see that I'm not using the home navigation. I'm basically just clicking on the Margala here, and this allows me to come into here. Now, because I've enrolled as or subscribed as a Premium Plus membership, I can also come down to the Q&A forums and click on the current Q&A forum. Just make sure that if you are a Premium Plus membership, you are asking questions in the current forum here. I will probably not see your question if you've entered it into an older forum. Now I can ask questions here. I can just cycle down and hit join the conversation. Now I can go hi Mark, and then if you are going to start a new paragraph, you just need to hold down the shift key as you hit the return enter key, because if you hit that return enter key without holding down the shift key, you are obviously going to make that post. And I'll just put this as a test post here and then hit the return enter key to post that. Now if I want to edit that, I am able to edit that just by clicking on the three dots here. Now I can edit the post if I want to make some corrections here, or if you don't want me to answer this, you can hit delete. Sometimes if you hit delete and you don't inform me that you've deleted a question, I may be asking you, I can't find your post, and therefore what was the question that you were asking. So you might want to send me a message if you delete a question. I'll just delete that, and then if I do want to message the admin team, I would just come over to the chats here. When you come over to chats, just remember to use the direct messages service here to ask any questions of my admin team, and I'll return back to the Margala landing page that I like to call it. If I click on the tab posts in the top right hand corner of the interface, you can see that I'll come down with all of the posts in chronological order, except for the first one, which is a pinned post, and the pinned post is usually the Q&A forum for Premium Plus members, and then it goes in pretty much a post or date view there. Now if I'm looking to search for particular posts, maybe from more than a month ago, then I can actually apply a filter or search the post by tag. So I'll just add the word Lightroom here and then hit the return enter key, and you can see now we come down to posts that just are about the topic of Lightroom or include the tag Lightroom in the post. So here we have a Lightroom CC masterclass, we have a post-production seminar, and basically we're only now looking at posts to do with Lightroom, and then I can just cancel that out if I want to come back to the main view. And remember, the pinned post always appears at the top. What I'll do now is I'll click on the Margala to come back to what I call the landing page. Now you should always be able to see the orange Tory gates if you want to basically start that navigation from this point in time. If we take a look at the tabs in the top right hand corner of the interface, you'll notice one called Shop. Now I do sell ebooks, or just some of the ebooks, on the shop for free members. Now it will say included with membership if you're a Premium or Premium Plus member. Because this is only a handful of the ebooks that I actually make available for Premium and Premium Plus members, I do recommend coming over to Collections and then ebooks. And this will give you a full range of the ebooks available. Now if you're having trouble finding it, maybe just start with the index page. Each collection has an index page which allows you to find them in order here with the links or hyperlinks to the particular one that we're looking at. I'll just click on the Alpha 1 Mark II, and this brings me over to this particular download page. Now you do get a choice whether to download it from Dropbox or Google Drive. Now it is telling you not to ask for permission to download or join this group here. All you need to do do is look for the download button. They are quite large files. This one's 300 megabytes, so you do need quite a quick internet connection. And I would recommend working with these ebooks on a computer rather than a mobile device here. Now, one of the things that I also recommend is viewing these ebooks here with the software Adobe Acrobat Reader. So I've given you a link there. As well as the ebook, which shows you the camera setup, I often make available a camera setup file, sometimes referred to as a camset file. Now, if you're working with that camset file and you've installed that, you really need to read the ebook to see how that camera is configured. I also have a PAL workflow video, and this shows you how I work with that particular setup so that I can avoid ever missing a shot. Okay, so I think I've just about wrapped up here, so I'll just click on that Mark Gala. Interestingly, the home button here will also take me to my landing page rather than the home button here, which takes you to the home page for Patreon itself. Okay, so hopefully you found that navigation video useful, and I'll catch you online or on Patreon shortly.